First of all, I'm sorry I couldn't have this mic connected because I only have 2 channels on the interface. I was trapped in the thought that I needed to be able to play any type of music that anybody might demand of me on the drop of a hat and play it perfectly. I'd like to think I did okay, but 2.5 years, 3 years into the doing everything as well as I can thing, when you fly without a safety net like me, there comes a time when you have to with your life. So this is my only electric guitar. This is the only guitar I own. Everything you see on this board, that's all I own. We have the Mulan Distortion. It's a very honest, kind of like 50-watt Marshall, you know, kind of coming up to break up. The gain's maxed out, pretty much. It's not a lot of gain. And then the Jan rate. And then when you stack the two together, you get like... And then the Soul Fuzz. Yeah, and then I have the Shanks 3K. Sounds like magic. So the Mulan Distortion on. Shanks. And then we get into modulation. I've had a troubled past with modulation. I walk into a music store, I'll try 5 different tremolo pedals, I'll hate all of them. We have a VB2 before the Jan Ray and the Mulan Distortion. I'll leave the Jan Ray on. You're not really losing as much high-end information as when you would place the VB2 after the drives. Big thing for me. And then we have the TC Chorus, which I had bought on a whim, and I was dead set on committing to 80s Boss pedals. But this is better than a CE2 or a BF2. There's no noise. And also it takes drives really well. And Diamond Tremolo, need I say more? Necessarily not. Now, wet effects. I live in Montreal, and I've been implicated in a lot of, can you say, church-style projects. And it was apparent to me early on that I needed to have my ambient shoegaze, edge, slow dive, Sigur Rós thing together. So, you know, an example of a patch like that with the Jan Ray on would be... Or the... And then the BIM... This came out of a desire to have rack processing with all the bells and whistles and the presets. Kind of like the Skritstrup tape emulator-ish stuff, but in a manageable size, and, you know, implementing a little bit of MIDI control to relay, you know, program changes across the Night Sky and the BIM. You know, so that's a basic run through of like all the sounds that I have on this thing. It's not perfect. It takes 3 AC connections off the wall. It's using 2 different types of power supplies. I can't control the bypass state of both the Night Sky and the BIM at the same time. Kinda don't care. This all came about, and I was really able to just commit to things when I decided that I didn't care what people think of my tone. If I'm gonna take a solo, I'm walking in with the assurance that my aesthetic choices and the things I believe are important in my playing are going to translate. This is what I have. I'm not trying to appease some imaginary goal that doesn't exist, that isn't real. I just want to play honest to what I like to do. That's the mentality.